Hi Taurus, welcome. So Taurus, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's go ahead and get straight into it. So Taurus, wow, the energy is like packed with a punch. Okay, that's the best way I can describe it. When I was meditating before this reading, it was just like, I can't even describe how it felt. It was like, oh, right. Actually, I'm getting a song where he says, lifted, shifted, higher than the ceiling. Ooh, baby, it's the ultimate feeling. Sugar, how you get so high? Sugar, sugar, how you get so high? I think that's the lyrics to the song, but I'm not like 100% sure. Don't kill the messenger, but like literally, that's kind of what it's feeling like. You're almost on a high, or you're starting out the year on this high, okay? And I'm also hearing high expectations. Some of you may be carrying a lot of expectations of yourself or this partnership or just life in general. It definitely feels like a jumpstart energy. And I'm also getting like the words purification, organized, getting organized, organization. I wouldn't be surprised if I get the card of the 6th house out, which is all about purification of your environment, organization of your environment, which is also the card I got for Capricorn. Could be connecting with Capricorn or Virgo energy, FYI, or that could be in your chart. But let's get to it and see what we have going on here for you, Taurus. We're going to see what the overall crowning energy is, and then we're going to look at you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that, I don't remember if I already said this, forgive me if I did. It's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Sorry, I got carried away with the meditation. I honestly don't remember now if I said that or not, but anyways. All right, so overall, no. Although, how funny, the 6th house came out. One card. Let's see what we get. Overall crowning energy. All right, or 2 cards. For Virgo, you have the Ascendant and Aries energy. Could also be connecting with that zodiac sign, but this is just talking about, in general, kind of like this radical approach, this radical outlook. Some of you are really looking to try some new things in 2023, or getting geared up and excited about what this year can hold is the key to your success. So if you are starting the year out in like this drudgery type of energy, Spirit is asking you to kind of elevate your perspective, to see the good in what may come of any challenges in 2023, to expect better for yourself, because you get what you expect 9 times out of 10. I don't know if you noticed or paid attention in your life, but if you hold an expectation and it's a very strong expectation that is also aligned with the belief, you're always going to be right. You're going to get what you expect. So why not hold high expectations of yourself, high expectations for what the universe can provide you? You know, they're asking you to raise the bar here, okay? Now, some of you are raising the bar. Maybe you settled for less than what you wanted in the past, but I feel like you're in this area of your life where you're holding a higher standard, right? You're holding yourself to a higher standard. So let's see what else we get out for you, Taurus, in the overall supporting energy, and then the person you are connecting with. So you have the 3 of Swords here. Sorry, my throat's bothering me. And then they have the 8 of Swords and the Star card, Aquarian energy for some of you. So really interesting. The 3 of Swords talks about heartache, pain, hurt, sorrow, wallowing, worry. So I don't know if that's something you've been dealing with. I actually feel this is past energy, although take it as it resonates. But it's like out of some sort of pain or heartache comes a new perspective, a new outlook that may be having you wanting to do things you wouldn't typically do. I'm going to tell you a personal story, Taurus, that maybe you can relate to. I have never felt as sad, but also as free as when I went through a very severe ending. All right. So like, and it doesn't have to be a loss of a person. Now, for me personally, it was an actual loss, but it could also be, you can pertain this to anything. It's like when you get to the bottom of the barrel and there's no more bottom to go, it's almost in a weird way freeing, because you got nothing to lose. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, well, if the worst case scenario happens and I survived it, then I've got nothing to be afraid of. I've got nothing to lose, you know, like I can't be hurt more than that. And in a weird, convoluted way, it gives you peace of mind. It sets you free. It sets your soul on fire. You know how many people have risen from the ashes of destruction and became someone completely different or improved or better than they were before they went through something hard? You know, there's blessings in tragedies, in hurt, in contrast, in lessons, right? And the blessing is that you always get expansion from it. And in a lot of ways, it sets you free from worry, from fear, from whatever. At least that's how Spirit wants you to see. That's the perspective that they want you to see it from, or that they're encouraging you to see it from as you enter 2023. Meaning whatever occurred that has hurt you, see it as a jumping off point, Taurus. Not as, they're saying, see it as a badge of honor, not as a scar. I hope this is making sense to you. Anyways, the person you are connecting with is the Eight of Swords and the Star card. So this person has been unknowingly kind of holding themselves back from some sort of wish fulfillment here, or holding themselves back maybe unintentionally from being able to attain something that they really want. We often are our own worst critics, right? And the only person that can hold you back from achieving what you want is yourself. And it feels like this person, I don't feel like this is like external people that have been holding this person back. It's their own mindset. So there's something going on with this person's mindset that has them restricted from going towards what they want. And this may be pushing them to do something radical as we go into 2023 or in these first few months. So let's look at the recent past energy here for you, Taurus. What led up to the now events. Then we're going to look at your perception of each other, how you genuinely feel underneath it all, and the most likely future outcome based on free will. So recent past energy, you have the Star card here. The Two of Cups. The Chariot. And the Six of Pentacles. I keep getting distracted. I'm sorry. There's a window behind the camera. And there's a police officer like patrolling the street. And I don't know why it keeps capturing my attention, other than, you know, I'm like wondering like, oh my gosh, is there something going on? There isn't. He left. But I'm bringing this up because I don't believe in coincidences. So I don't know what that could possibly mean. Take it or leave it. But the patrol was an important word, because I'm like, he's patrolling. I don't know if I have any officers that watch, or if any of you are dealing with the law. But anyways, random. So recent past energy, the Star card, the Two of Cups, the Chariot, and the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like this is healing, wish fulfillment when it comes to relationships, okay? It could be this relationship or just relationships in general. And then moving forward into this phase of more equal give and take. So again, there's that message here about, yeah, you went through something painful, that's quite obvious, but there is healing here. And after you do the healing, there always comes something to look forward to. Here's another thing I've learned in my years on this planet. Anytime things get really, really bad, right after that comes a chapter of really, really good. So it's like there's this new chapter here for you, so to speak, Taurus, where things are about to get really, really good. You know, like really good. So I'm not just blowing smoke. That's just kind of what I'm feeling. I told you before I even meditated on this reading, but definitely when I meditated, I felt complete flow, like alignment, like a high almost. So, yeah. Two of Wands, Four of Cups for the person you're connecting with, and the Wheel. So whoever you've been connecting with, Taurus, I feel like this person had some choices to make about their future. And yet, looking back onto the past was a hindrance for this person. I feel like, really, there's this message here about... like this person not wanting to look at their part in something, or a bad decision, or a bad choice. And because they don't look at that or self-reflect on that, they keep repeating, or have the potential to repeat, that same mistake over and over again. There's this message here about ignoring the lesson. So like this person has went through something where they should have learned some sort of valuable lesson. And yet they ignore it, or they don't see that. They instead, it's almost like a dog chasing its tail. It's like they have a choice to make. They make the choice. They look for the outcome. The outcome is not what they like, so they have an opportunity to change the choice, aka learn the lesson. But as opposed to changing the choice, they just keep making the same choice over and over and over again, expecting different results. I'm getting a quote. The definition of insanity is choosing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So it's like a little bit of insanity going on here, you know, which we all have the capability of doing that, as we are creatures of habit, but it's really been a hindrance for this person. So let's look at the headspace and where you're at, Taurus, in the headspace when it comes to this connection. King of Wands. I'm not reading reversals. The Ace of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Wands. So, Taurus, okay, I don't know where this is coming from. I'm not directing it at you or this person, but these are the words I got. Childish, inconsistent, and egotistical. Okay. So I don't know if like that's how you view the person you're connecting with, or maybe that's how they view you, or there's been an issue with that with someone that could be outside of the connection, because it does not have to be about this connection, but that just kind of came out of the blue. It seems really harsh, right? A pretty harsh judgment going on here. Whether it's coming from you or towards you, doesn't matter. It seems to be a player in the mix of what's going on energetically with you. So for instance, say like you have a boss, right, that you really dislike, but you're in love with your partner. Well, everything bleeds into everything energetically. So even though you might have a good relationship at home, if you have a tumultuous relationship at work, likely that tumultuous energy is going to bleed into when you go home and you're with your healthy relationship partner, if you're not careful, right? So there's this message here, and I actually do feel this is outside of the connection, but certainly could be this person, take it as it resonates, where there's like something going on that's influencing this connection that you may not be making the connection with in your mind. So something to pay attention to. And it could be like a family member, a friend that you're having issues with that's somehow bleeding in to how you're handling things with this person. Okay, because oftentimes when we try to lend ourselves to many different people, or like I said, we have something going on that we don't like, even if it's not with our partner, it does tend to affect us as individuals, which ultimately affects the home, the partnership, whatever else you have going on, right? It's all connected. They're wanting you to make a connection between the fact that it's all connected. So also, they're wanting me to flip it. If the person you're connecting with is not showing up for you in the way that you want, or seemingly irritated or whatever, don't always assume, Taurus, that it's about you. This person has other things going on that affects them energetically, and even though they may dish it out or take it out on you or have done that in the past, doesn't mean that it was anything to do with you, right? How other people treat and feel about you is not personal to you, it is personal to them. But how you choose to feel and react about them, that is personal. That's personal to you, right? So they're wanting you to, I guess, understand the connection between that. I keep getting the word connectivity, and hopefully that is helpful for you to confirm in your mind. Anyways, there's an opportunity here to communicate something that has a lot of potential, but I feel this holding back energy as well. So I feel like there's, both of you have the Eight of Swords, which is kind of like holding back a little bit. Now on this person's end, I feel like they are holding themselves back and not realizing that they're doing it. For you, I feel it is an intentional, more of an intentional holding back, like not wanting to really be careful with the tit and tat, okay? Not wanting to, you know, give because this person is not giving, or this is kind of sliding into your ego. Be careful about that, Taurus, because it might be very easy to slide into ego, you know, where it's like, well, you know, if they don't want to communicate with me, I'm not communicating with you, you know. It's my best impression. You know, like if they're going to be like this, I'm going to be like that. Matching energy. I can tell you a lot of reasons why that doesn't work, although a lot of people think it's like the popular thing to do. Like, I'm going to match your energy. Well, that's fine, but we're not going to get anything solved. You know what I mean? Like, that's an ego-driven thing. If you want true solutions, you have to raise yourself above that. You have to rise above that. You have to hold yourself to a higher standard than that. Ah, there we are. I knew the message would come through. That's what that message was at the beginning. You have an opportunity to hold yourself to a higher standard, Taurus. And I'm not saying that you disrespect yourself or move a boundary. I'm saying there's a way to hold yourself to a higher standard with your thoughts, your feelings, and your perspective, right? By not choosing to use fire against fire, if you know what I mean. Where, and maybe some of you are holding back for that reason. See, some of you are already aware of that, and that is why you're holding back. Like, you do have things that you could say or whatever, but you might be choosing to take the higher road, or that's what you're being encouraged to do. All right, so let's see what's going on in this person's headspace. I have that other song. She's so high, high above me. Don't worry, don't mind my singing. Okay, Five of Cups, the King of Swords, the High Priestess. And the Two of Swords. So, Taurus, This person is an overthinker, that's for sure. They've certainly been dwelling on something for a while, trying to listen to their intuition, trying to figure something out, but not quite being able to truly know or execute on that. It's like there's a lot of confusion. It's like this person... First of all, my throat's been bothering me since I pushed record, so there's issues with communication, but or issues with someone communicating their feelings here. But it's like this person is confused, and then they try to move forward, and it's like, that didn't work, but I don't know why it didn't work, so let me try it again. That didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work. Let me try it again. It's like not being able to... They're in like some sort of repetitive loop energetically where there's a valuable lesson here to be gained, and this person is not aware or in awareness of it. For some reason I got really sleepy all of a sudden. Anyways, what in the world? It's like this person is trying to find solutions, but they're completely drained. They're completely drained. So it's like, this is not the time to find a solution. Not when you're feeling completely blah. And no wonder they keep running into problems, because the answer to their problems is not in the problem. Like when you dwell on a problem, you're essentially manifesting more problems. Like the only way to get to a solution is to let it go, to elevate your mind, to trust, to have faith, to move on about your day and allow, you know, time and space to provide that solution to you through your insight, through your intuition, etc., right? This person doesn't allow themselves to, or they haven't been allowing themselves enough rest, enough peace of mind, enough space to be able to do that, and it's really taking a toll on them mentally, emotionally, physically, and I can feel it. So let's see. It's so weird because it's so opposite of what I felt in your energy. Let's see what's going on in the heart space. The emotions, Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands, King of Cups, the Emperor. Oh my God. I'm not yawning because this is boring. I'm yawning because my energy keeps shifting. So yes, Taurus, I feel like in the act of acceptance and surrender, in the act of taking the higher road comes the solution, the clarity, the peace of mind, which allows you to be more emotionally available, but also emotionally mature. It's like taking the emotionally mature approach is what's going to give you some sort of jump start into 2023. It's like a good karma, good luck type of mentality to take with you. Because you're showing up in the heart space very strong in how you feel and what you believe and what you know, but not defensive, not in an angry way, in a I know what I know and I'm going to let it go. It's almost in a surrender kind of way. It's actually very beautiful. It's surrendering your will almost, or your need to control, and going into this better space of, well, what's for me will find me, like this allowance type of energy, which it takes a lot more strength to have faith than it does to try and control a situation. Think about that. Some people think it's strong to try and power through or force something or manipulate your way. That's the weak way, okay? That's the fast and easy way. The hard thing to do is to let people do what they want to do, let situations unfold how it's going to unfold, sit back, chill, and have faith. Because a lot of people don't have faith. anymore. They don't trust. They really don't trust that things are working out for them. And that's their biggest hindrance. It's because things are always working out for you. Things are always working out for you. You can trust that. You can have faith in that. But you got to practice that. And I feel like, Taurus, you're either practiced in that already, like you get what I'm saying to you, or that is the direction you are headed in 2023. Let's see this person's heart space. The Sun, the Queen of Wands, the Empress, and the Chariot. So, the good news is, I also am getting that whoever you're connecting with may battle with depression. Okay? Or maybe you do, I'm not sure. So this person has a lot of confusion going on in the head space, but when it comes to the heart space, they sometimes struggle making a connection between how to bridge the gap between what they actually want and how to get there, how to manifest that. But I feel that there's a strong desire in this person to manifest movement forward, to see some sort of progression, to get what it is that they're wishing for. I heard they missed the point. There's something happening repetitively on an energetic level, meaning in this person's mind, on a thought form level, a thought they keep repeating, that therefore repeats a cycle in their life, and it has to deal with relationships, could be within this relationship. And I'm getting the message that they are missing the point, or they've not recognized this just yet. So there's also something trying to come in for this person that wants to shift them into a higher vibration, but they're ignoring it. It's like they're hearing the call, or they're getting signs that are encouraging them, right, to shift their focus or to raise their standard or perspective about something, and they're ignoring it, or they are not. You know how sometimes, like, when you get really good advice from a stranger, and you know it's good advice, but you also know you're not going to do it? You know what I mean? Like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. It's like Spirit is giving them solid proof or solid advice about something. And maybe they recognize it, maybe they don't. But either way, they're discarding it. They're like, you know, I don't know why. But, I mean, the universe will keep presenting it to them over and over and over again until they see it. So there's no worry there. They're not off their course, but they certainly are restricting or extending their course longer than it needs to be. So it's like they need to pay attention here in order for them to manifest movement forward out of this sense of disconnection. So let's go into the most likely future outcome then, Taurus, and see what we have coming in here. 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, the World card. So, on your end, there is some sort of karmic completion. The World card, the World card. Okay, where did that come from? Sorry. The World card. Okay. The World card signifies completions. It also signifies patterns. But this is kind of like successfully breaking a pattern. So it's interesting, right? Because I sense like this cyclic karmic pattern on this person's side, and then on your end, yes, you have had your share of hurt or heartache, but you've, for the most part, moved past it. Some of you, it takes a bit of time. It took a bit of time, and sometimes you have to mitigate or maybe bite your tongue about something. But for the most part, you're showing up as like very strong, you know, willed, very strong-hearted, and there's a completion here. If there has been a sense of being abandoned or left out, I feel you coming out of that. There is this apologetic energy here, though, and it may be that there's an apology needed in order to make something work. Or it could also be that some of you regret there's either regret of working on something because it ultimately failed, or you regret not working on something. It does not matter which category you're in. The message is so strong from Spirit that regret is not in alignment with who you really are. Spirit does not ever look at you with remorse or regret. It sees you as pure, as whole, as present, as now. And so if you're carrying some sort of regret here, it's like regret not. Because every decision you made, whether it was a good outcome or a bad outcome, was to your ultimate benefit because it grew who you were, expanded who you were, and in some weird way, it gives you freedom. Because you're slowly learning how to release yourself from bondage. And I'm not talking about bondage to other people. I'm talking about the true bondage, the bondage of fear, the bondage of regret, the bondage of caring what other people think. That's the freedom you're looking for. That's the freedom we're all looking for. And sometimes, like, we have to go through certain things in life in order to learn that. And that's why I feel most predominantly coming through this reading. So let's see this person's most likely future outcome. Oh my gosh, it scared me. I'm hearing. I don't know, guys. I'm hearing stuff over here. All right. This person has the Six of Cups, the Fool in the reverse, and the Five of Wands. They are their own worst enemy. They don't mean to be, but they are. All right. And the Five of Swords. 5, 5, 5 equals conflict. So this person in their heart, they know what they want. They want to manifest it. They want to move forward with it. But because they have not dug deep enough to know that their thoughts are manifesting their reality, and they keep repeating thoughts which turn into actions, which turn into repeated behaviors that are hindering them from reaching their potential or what they want. Because they haven't made that correlation just yet, their heart is longing for something that their mind is not lined up with, and it's creating tension. It's creating stress. It's creating a gap. So it might actually push this person to like do something radical to try and change something, or there might actually be something that comes in that ultimately changes this person's life or perspective that's outside of them, right? Because sometimes when we aren't in tune enough to recognize where we're holding ourselves back, the universe will deliver to us circumstances that will show us, right? That will change things, okay? So it's like, it's a little bit of that energy here. Should this person not be able to break this mental cycle? But it's going to be all right, right? Like, this is not like doom and gloom or anything. It's just like they're going through something, and it seems to be a head and heart struggle. It is hindering a new beginning. It's like the past, because they're focused on the past or repeating the past, it stops them from truly experiencing something fresh and new, which is what they're really craving, right? They could be looking for a new beginning in the connection or in relationships, but it's like they're stuck on something, right? And until they get unstuck, until they stop dwelling, or until they're able to change their mind or change their perspective on what has occurred, they cannot move out of that tense, stuck energy, right? And this is causing like this person to stress and overthink, which is actually creating more tension in them. But their guidance here is to, again, do some self-reflection and ask themselves some deeper questions as to why they think the way they think, why they feel the way that they feel, and can they change that? Does that serve them? A lot of people will justify their shitty thoughts, excuse my language, their negative thoughts. Like, like they'll be like, well, I think this way because, you know, this person did this, and anybody would feel that way. And I'm not disagreeing. I'm not saying they're wrong. Like, hey, yeah, all right, I get it. But at the same time, if those thoughts feel terrible and make you feel terrible every time you dwell on them, probably not serving the purpose you think, right? You know, probably not worth continuing to run that narrative in your mind, right? It's almost like surrender, like surrendering that, just a simple act of surrender of like, you know what? Yep, not going to stress over it, not going to think about it, not going to, you know, whatever is like, really, it's as simple as that. And then this person can jump out of this energy. I feel like you're going into this phase, Taurus, where you want cooperation more than anything. Some of you might even like try and be the bigger person just to move past this, or to get this person to move past this. It's totally up to you. Spirit is saying that's up to you if that's what you want to do. But just be true to your heart. All right. So let's see what the guidance is then for you and the person you're connecting with. They have the card of gratitude. What is Taurus's card? Ooh. It says you are not alone. Your card says, we're here for you. We never left through all the sadness and loneliness. However, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending. We are your family, your friends, your guides. You never walk alone. This is a reminder to you that Spirit is with you at all times, including passed over loved ones. And to utilize that, because I'm telling you, my intuition felt like it was on fire when I went to this meditation. Like, I don't know if I have any other spiritual people, but when I meditate and I'm in alignment, it's like a cord. It feels like there's a cord on the top of my head, and I can actually feel the energy moving through my body. It's an awesome feeling, but that's how connected I felt. So I feel you're going to feel very connected, okay? This person has gratitude. Life is one big circle of giving and receiving. Be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you will attract prosperity. So it could also be that the hindrance for this person is that they often get stuck in the blame or the complaining game and not infusing enough gratitude and appreciation for what's unfolding for them in their life. So that's the message, Taurus. Wow, very interesting. I hope you enjoyed it. Zodiac signs you could be connecting with or have in your own chart. I have Aries, Cancer, Leo, Aries again, Aquarius, Aries, lots of Aries and Aquarius. I also felt Virgo, Capricorn energy at the beginning, Leo, and that's the predominant zodiac signs. But keep in mind it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know. Oh, and Cancerian energy, sorry. please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos and content over there. Tarot Time with Dana, all of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube, where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate, you can do so there. Wishing you the very, very best, Taurus, and until next time, my friends. Namaste.